So I reiterate here, the bill is dead.
The story of this great city is about the years before this night. We are free!
Hey everyone, this is Ho Ho Hong Kong with me, your co-host Vivek Mabubani at Funny Vivek, and the other guy who is
Mohammed Magdi. Someone gave me a hard time because when I introduce the show, I say I'm your host, and then I'm sitting with the other guy or the other host. And you always start, if you're opening just like now, you say I'm the co-host, which makes you more humble.
It's because
and makes me sound like a douche.
It's nothing about humility. It's me just basically spreading the blame. I'm not the only host, people. I'm the co-host. So if anything, he messed
and I'm
up
the idiot
too.
who goes, I'm the host. I'm the main guy. So when we eventually say step on a landmine, everyone's gonna be like, who's the host?
Because I will only play the first part of the podcast in the court and be like, the host, Mohammed? That guy? I have nothing to do with this. Okay. Well, hopefully that person who's listening, they understand that the host or co-host, we interchange that. That's fine. It will be kind of awkward if every single time we refer to ourselves on this podcast, hey, what do you think, my co-host? That'll be kind of weird. Yeah, but I mean, it's good again that, things are happening, things are opening up.
Yeah, man, I keep running into people now who's like telling me that they listen to the podcast, and it's like, people I don't really know. Yeah. And it's mind-bending to me that actually someone does listen to just us talking shit.
And they coincidentally exist in the same place that you were at, to tell you.
I mean, I do a trick that I think works is like when we do the titles of the episode, most of the time there is the word Hong Kong in it. Yeah. Which really does work for like people like, this is something about Hong Kong.
Yeah, I know those two words. Yeah. I've been to that place, and that place is where I live in. Okay, there you go. Well, speaking of Hong Kong, there's a new slogan now. Hello, Hong Kong.
Hi.
That's like the new welcome to Hong Kong.
Is that
campaign.
when they're giving away 700 million tickets to everybody to come?
One of those, everyone can come to Hong Kong and
without dropping the mask. Still,
who knows? Maybe when they arrive, that's when they drop the mask. But hopefully by then, people won't misunderstand that, thinking we're just telling them to give us a call and just say hello Hong Kong. We're hoping that they understand we mean arrive in Hong Kong. Hello in our face. So it's
so
good to say
what
hello.
are the details aside from? First of all, genuine question: how do I apply for the tickets?
I have no idea. As a person who lives here, I don't think I'm.
No one
eligible.
knows. Our guest is all shaking his head.
Yeah, even
no one knows.
Yeah, we were hoping to get some insight, but not happening.
Yeah, okay. And are they giving them away mostly to people outside of Hong Kong, or for us to travel and say hello back?
I'm pretty sure it's everybody outside of Hong Kong, because it will be kind of weird for the government to decide I'm going to give tickets to people in Hong Kong to fly into Hong Kong.
Right.
But we got to pay our own way to fly out first.
Okay, so what about I fly to Thailand and then apply? Would they know that I'm a Hong Kong resident?
Do I look like John Lee? All of a sudden?
I don't know.
I'm at the
You're the guy who gigs for every fucking CE.
I only call the names out. That's all I do.
Yeah, okay.
Everything else is fine with me.
Can you just pick up your phone and call Carrie Lam? She might know something.
I don't know, man. She's not on speed dial anymore.
Oh, all right. Oh, yeah, she got downgraded.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Oh, well.
Poor Carrie. She was in, Singapore recently?
Honestly, I have not
doing
kept track.
Book signing or something?
I have a girlfriend. I don't watch other women. I do not follow on their lives.
Nice try to think, to say that your girlfriend listens. She does not listen. You might as well just say you're single. It doesn't affect your relationship status.
You know what? A lot of times I used to say I'm single. It didn't help me either. So I don't know what world you're living in.
Okay, so things are opening up a lot, which also is a good time to get our guest on because he is... I'll let him introduce himself, but Nick Willsher, thanks for coming on, man.
Thanks for inviting me.
So you are in charge, or you create, you can explain yourself, but HKClubbing. We usually don't start the traditional, what you do, but some people in Hong Kong might not know what it is. So I think it's a fair question to ask first.
Yeah, HKClubbing is a nightlife guide for Hong Kong that I set up in end of 1999. So getting almost 25 years now.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
Did you set it up on like a yellow books kind of thing? Yellow pages?
No, it was online. Yeah. And in those days you had to manually edit everything. It was painstaking. It took a lot of work. And I had a full-time job at the time. I just got back to Hong Kong because I'm actually born in Hong Kong. So I just come back and I realized it was difficult to find out about what was actually going on in Hong Kong. So I just went okay, and also the parties that were happening, they're expensive.
Did you start this because you found out you were not getting invited to certain parties? You're like, I need to know all of them.
Yeah.
You need to tell me every single party that exists, not for me, for the website, and I must inspect them as well to review them.
Now, well, yeah, I didn't get invited to anything.
You were the guy was not like picked by any teams. You just started your own team.
Yeah.
That is so smart. And he's the one who outlasted all the other teams.
Exactly.
All the other teams gave up. They're like, the website doesn't work, or we have no parties. You're like, I'm still going, people.
Yeah, for some mad reason. I mean, I just put all my time into just doing this, and I had my free time, and so I had lots of jobs over the years. And in the end, the last full-time job I had, my boss just goes, look, he knew about it, and he goes, look, just go do this full-time, which was nice.
Is it because your boss wanted to go clubbing? You was like, I need to focus on this.
Just remember me when I need a guest list access.
Yeah. Remember, I let you fly.
Did you know how to build websites when you started the thing?
No, nothing.
What's your background?
Hotels. I used to work in hotels.
Oh, wow.
When I came back to Hong Kong. So I'd finish a shift at like 1 a.m., then go to a late night DJ event, then go back home 6 a.m., get ready, and then go back to work again. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Wait. So what department in the hotel? Were you the concierge? Were you the
reception?
Damn.
So
you're exhausted. You're like, what? Sure, I'll upgrade you. I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. Just take another breakfast. Like,
yeah.
You know what? Like, maybe you can share also your experience with that, because I feel like these are such simple things that they can just give us. Like, another breakfast voucher is nothing for the hotel. Can I just have another breakfast voucher for my guest? Like,
well, I mean,
why is it such a
was,
big deal?
I was junior, so I the only thing I could give people is maybe extend their room till 3-4 p.m.
Right. Late checkout.
Yeah, a little bit. We only had a couple of hours extra that we could play with, depending on the guest.
Yeah.
But yeah,
is it depending how attractive they are, or
just
luck the
just if they were nice, really.
Right.
Yeah.
If they really asked in a nice way, then we it just really depends if they treat us
can you
well.
tell us what hotel you're working for?
We'll have to like Google online.
I mean, what does it rhyme with?
Oh no, yeah, it was Mandarin Oriental.
Oh wow, okay, damn,
that's pretty good.
I imagine that's like more strict than like the Ibis or whatever.
Probably. I did before I came back to Hong Kong. I did work for some other hotels.
Yeah,
and they were like very low star. And it was completely different. But yeah,
I mean, like I bet you with the Ibis hotel, when you like ask for a late check, they're like, just check out whenever.
Yeah.
We're not gonna clean the room anyway.
We didn't actually know you're in here.
Yeah, exactly. You thought the room was clean before you came. Like, we don't clean the room.
Yeah.
We just leave
if the new guest walks in, that's your problem.
Yeah, just pat the bellow down, just fold the sheets and leave whenever. Yeah, okay. So hotels and everything, you were the junior staff, you were doing your thing, but you were partying at night.
Yeah.
And you kind of got frustrated generally with how it was disorganized, I would say the same.
I just couldn't find much information, and also it was expensive. So I was just really trying to get the information online so that other people could find out about stuff. And I was doing crazy things like going to Lan Kwai Fong. They used to have a lot of, well, they still do. They had fly postering. And I was peeling them off, the posters.
Yeah.
Then taking them home, scanning them, and then putting them on the internet, because I didn't know how to find the organizer,
Right.
And
there was no cameras on the phones at the time,
No.
which is why you're scanning them.
So I
at
used
home.
to peel them off the wall on Wellington Street,
Right.
and then stick them in the scanner and put them on the internet.
Oh my God.
And just so people could find out about these parties.
That is-
Because the other places where you could find them, there was a couple of publications, but not much. There was like BC Magazine. So
I remember that,
So
yeah,
I
yeah.
used to write the nightlife section of that. But yeah, I stopped because the editor was editing it and not saying great things about some people.
And it still has your name on it.
No, my name was DJ Anonymous.
Oh, that's your name. Okay, nice.
But just for that. But then people found out who it was me. Then I went, right, I'm not doing this. 'Cause
How did they find out?
they just dug around. We live in a village. We were just
Right,
saying
yeah.
earlier.
Yeah.
Hong Kong's small. So people
Yeah.
found out. So I was like, I'm not doing that anymore. But yeah, there's a couple of publications. There was some of the kebab places had a little bit of flyers in the fly post, but there wasn't much.
Okay.
So
And that's still like early 2000s or whatever.
yeah.
Okay.
Early 2000s.
I came here in 2019. I was very familiar with it because I was living in Shanghai and I would come down to do shows. But like obviously Vivek grew up here, so I am also fascinated by like the early 2000s like era, like like past handover. So you studied hospitality?
Yes.
Back
Hotel management.
in the UK.
In England, yeah.
Yeah, okay. But you're born here.
Yeah.
What does your family do here? Like your parents?
Oh, my father was in the army. That's why I was born here.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
So yeah, then I moved. Then I went back to England and did all my studies there.
Yeah.
And went to boarding school while he was moving around England and Hong Kong.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then came back after university straight away.
So let me ask you this: like, did your family also party people? Right.
That was gonna be my question.
Right? Yeah.
Like, where does the party?
Yeah, where does the party?
come from?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
It was the opposite, right? They probably suppressed
totally
everything.
I was sent. I went to boarding school when I was about 7. So I was at boarding school. Then I went to university. Then I came back. So we weren't at home much. But yeah, they were pretty chilled, I would say.
Yeah. Were they more like proper? Like your dad being in the army and everything, was he the stricter type? Where it's like, all right, son, you will play only this jazz track and the third track in that tape. That's it. You know.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I would say he probably was, yeah.
So that's probably what it is. Like, you probably hit that point in your life. You're like, I'm going to do everything opposite to what my family has been doing for the last few generations. And when you heard the, you were like, oh, this is it. This will drive them nuts. I got to get into this. Okay.
Yeah. I just that was the thing when I was at school. I think when I was about 8. I just started hearing dance music, and everybody else had posters of Guns N' Roses and Shania Twain and stuff.
Yeah.
And there's me like getting DJ magazines and putting all the posters on the wall, and everyone's going, "What's this?"
Yeah.
And I'm going, "This is much better. I like this."
But how, like, if you think about it, like, what do you think? Did you just want to be different as a kid? Like,
No.
what actually got you into?
I just loved dance music, really, and just wanted to know everything, read everything. Like when we'd have a school party, I would get involved in actually, I wasn't DJing, but I would try and set everything up.
Yeah.
Just passion, really.
Huh.
Just love of it, and it never seemed like it was work, even though it took up all my time.
What about your neighbors? Did they hate that you like dance music? I can imagine like, turn it out.
No,
And he's like, oh, cool, I can add that to the beat.
Yeah. Good.
And I'd always headphones. I would never have house parties. No, never have a party at your home.
Yeah.
Always go and disturb people elsewhere.
Right? Yeah, no cleanup
smart.
afterwards. Yeah, exactly. You have
Never do that at all.
Okay, so when was the first time you went to a party with the title of HKClubbing? Like before you go to parties and everything, right? You have to go like line up, pay, whatever. When was the first gig, do you remember, under the name HKClubbing, where they invited you? Could you please come to this thing?
Yeah, it was actually a Channel V party. Because
What is Channel V?
It's like the MTV equivalent.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. This is
Egypt,
why I
yeah.
give you the background of
Egypt.
Egypt is Channel V international thing?
I don't know.
Kind of ish. I mean, it was like the Asian MTV-ish with like what Sky.
Well, yeah. So Egypt,
It was like
didn't grow up here.
Yeah,
So
like-
it comes on Slack.
It's like
Yeah.
like an MTV,
Okay.
but
Yeah.
based in
Yeah.
Asia.
So the V is like an upside down pyramid, just in case you're not familiar with that.
Yeah,
letter.
okay.
Anyway, go on.
Nice.
And so I went to their party, and it was I think it was in some hotel ballroom. And in those days, I would just buy my ticket, go, and then I just got on stage and just standing next to the DJ on stage taking photos. Suddenly, one of the Channel V people rushes out of nowhere and starts poking my lens and shouting at me and telling me get off and saying that I should have permission to take photos. Because before that, I was just literally people just surprised there was someone actually wanted to take photos of the DJs and stuff. So then I said, okay, fine. And then they actually gave me a VIP kind of pass for the next show that they did, because they were sponsoring and doing DJ events. And I got it, and it was Simon Kleinenberg and Armin van Helden. And yeah, it was weird. I was just walking around with this little pass and going, look at me, and then go in the VIP room and, okay, this is boring, and then go back out again.
That's amazing, though.
Dude,
And it was funny. And then I could go on stage, no problem.
Yeah. Isn't there like,
It's
such
just
a
fun.
power trip when you can pull that velvet rope aside and walk through it yourself?
Yeah.
You know, that's like you're just walking like, I'm gonna go there now. And just like pull it aside and be like, oh, okay.
And
this
all the
sucks.
other civilians are just like
yeah, exactly.
terrified of the
Yeah,
bouncers.
The best feeling I get when I have these kinds of gigs where I'm like the staff or VF
Yeah.
or whatever is going through a crowd of people, being, excuse me,
Yeah.
going to the velvet rope, pulling it away, walking through it and pulling
And
it
then
back and be
pulling
like,
back.
yeah, you don't pass this line, bitches.
I did do that maybe about 5 years ago. So yeah, I've obviously I've done that a lot, but yeah, I think it kind of fades a little bit over
Yeah,
time.
I can imagine,
But there
yeah.
was one time where I took my friend to an event at Play Club, and it was Skrillex, and there was no room at all in that place. And then yeah, I went, excuse me, went all the way through, went through the rope, and then put the rope, and then left my friend on the other side. So he had to stand next to me,
Yeah.
but with a rope in the middle.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
so cool.
And of course, you know, all of that straight away, because all of Skrillex's security, like, who are you? And I explained, they go, okay, fine, yeah, you
Yeah.
can be here. But yeah, it was literally my friend. We're standing next to each other, but there was a tiny little rope just between us. And of course, I felt better than him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I mean, at the moment, you're like, well, you should have been my employee, but you're not. Let me load the website. Your face is not on it, so I guess not. You know.
Did you get to make going back a little bit, when did it start taking off?
That's a good point. It probably was at least maybe 10 years.
It took 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, okay.
Because I had to learn the hard way. So, you know, I'd build it, and then now there's a thing called content management system where you can easily update the back end of the site. So I had to transfer the data, then update and then transfer again. So it was quite a hard process, because obviously if I knew what I knew now, I would invest, in a proper system that would save hours of time.
Yeah, but back then it probably didn't even exist.
A
Right?
lot of them didn't exist, yeah.
Microsoft DOS or some shit?
Yeah. Okay. Let's leave it at the letter V is the upside down pyramid.
So
Wait, floppy disk? No?
So
Yeah.
it took a long time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
But then in the process, were there other potential competitors that, came up to you? I mean, I'm sure while you were building this, because like you were listing out all the events, right? And there must have been a certain events that like, hey, hold on a second. Why are you telling everybody all this information? We had a certain crowd. You're going to pull people away from us. Do you get any of that friction?
Yeah.
Right? I can imagine.
Surprising. Yeah. Sometimes, there's a few, sometimes we get a few things. Yeah. The whole point is to find information but all the information has been publicly shared. They've shared it.
Yeah.
There are of course lots of kind of private underground kind of parties, people, doing different things everywhere. We don't put any of that up. But if they're really publicly posting it, or even they're doing adverts or something, yeah, we dig around Instagram nowadays, Facebook stories, wherever we can. Even there's an app called Bands in Town from the US, which is popular in the US. A lot of artists put their stuff there before even the promoters have released it. So yeah, we're digging around everywhere, and we want to share this and let people know. But yeah, sometimes I do get it. I usually get it occasionally. Yeah, where people don't want an event to know, basically timing wise.
Yeah, like they hadn't launched their marketing campaign yet. Why do you announce it over here?
Yeah, and let's say it may be a venue where they have a really big artist in February, for example, and then I already know about the one in March, but they don't want to release it because the people who are buying for February may just skip it and go to March.
Sure.
So they release them one by one. So we try to kind of respect that, so that obviously they can do what they're doing, and hopefully we get to work with them more. The other request I get for removal is photos.
Right, yeah. I was going to ask you about that, because do you have your own photographers, or is it just you mostly? Like,
No, I don't do it anymore, no.
Right. So do people submit photos to the website?
Only we get submissions from some of the venues, like New Year's Eve parties recently. So we get photos from them, and then we check them all one by one and then choose what we publish. But yeah, before COVID, we used every single week we used to have photographers and we would arrange it with the venues, and they'll go cover all the different DJs and the parties and stuff. So yeah, we had quite a few different photographers.
Yeah, okay, let's get to the spicy stuff. The request for removals of photos. Tell us a couple of stories.
They usually where people have said, "Can you?" But the thing is, these are we're very the photographers. We're very strict. You know, we have a process as well, which a lot of people don't realize. You know, we ask people, "Can we take a photo of you?" We tell them it's for the HKClubbing. So, you know, we have business cards as well, and they often sometimes wear T-shirts as well with the logo on it. So we want people to get their permission. You know, we don't want anyone to get in trouble for something they've
But there are sometimes people in the background.
Yeah, someone's dancing with the other person.
It's never been the background people. It's never been
it's the
it's the people who are actually posing.
So they change their mind sometimes.
Yeah,
they were drunk at the time. And
they'll go, "That's not my boyfriend. That's not my girlfriend."
Yeah.
By the way, that's a little bit of a nip slip. And I go, "Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good point.
Yeah.
Or even, I think the most recent one that I had, I think over the last month, was very nice. Everyone's very nice about it, because obviously they're hoping that we'll remove it.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And the latest one was, "Hey, look, can you take it off because
I'm no longer with that person."
No, they just said that I'm applying for a job and going to nightclubs may not make me look that good.
Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. That'd be interesting. Like if let's say some 10 years ago, some guy partied and you got a photo of that.
Yeah.
And 10 years later wants to be like a government official. They're like, this is not going to help at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The thing is, we have hundreds of thousands of photos on there.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
So it's like they're not going to search through that.
Can you reverse like image search for somebody? Like
I'm sure you can.
If I put his face on your website somehow, can I get all of the photos related? It's kind of like the Google search, like you know.
the reverser.
Yeah.
I mean, the good thing is that
I've never.
you never had that one. Yeah. I mean, good thing is like I have not partied that I'm confident there's no photos of me.
Maybe there'll be photos of me when we search for you.
Yeah.
Because
Mixing
this
your
was
face with
racist.
mine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think your face would only be there if it was like for some F&B event where you're on the stage. Or I don't think we've never done any photos of any comedy shows.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure none of that.
Because that's quite. It's just someone standing there with a mic.
There's nothing to show, right?
Yeah,
Exactly.
photos are not that interesting. I agree.
Yeah. I mean, like, and also the thing with comedy shows is there's so much stuff that you need the context for. Oh, there's an audience. They're enjoying what this person standing there posing is saying right now. With the DJs, like, that just looks good.
Yeah.
That just looks awesome.
The lights,
the lights,
the
everything,
vibe,
the wide angle shot. I love the wide angle shots where you've got like the back shot with the DJ and all that stuff, and everyone's like going crazy with that. I'm like, yeah, can you imagine a comedy show? Just people like staring, and like, huh? No, and comedians going, oh.
Yeah, I don't like most of the time. I don't like the photos coming from out of a comedy show. It's just so disconnected from what it was.
Yeah.
If you're killing on stage, and there's a photo of just you talking to a microphone, you might as well be a psycho.
Yeah, they're
at
like,
home.
what was this guy doing?
Yeah. It doesn't show anything.
Okay, so I'm curious about this though, because like a lot of people think, oh, you know, you're on stage really cool. Now with comedy, you don't have the same powers as say a guitarist, a drummer, and clearly not a DJ.
Yeah.
So reverse it. Are there a lot of like, from your experience, how many DJs are this super exert? So what's the word? What's the outgoing personality? Forget whatever. I can't remember.
Extrovert.
Extrovert. I was like exertive. I'm like, what's the word? Yeah, extrovert. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How many DJs are like the extrovert styles versus like the ones who like they finish the set, thank you, have a good night, and just like sit alone in the corner?
Are you talking about like
generally like the ones you've seen overall? Because I've always been curious because the more I do comedy, the more I'm realizing that a lot of comedians are introverts until they like you, and they're like crazy extroverts. You know, there's that extreme.
Yeah.
You know, reverse with DJs because like it's a different kind of vibe where you're not just expressing yourself, using the music to express it. So you kind of have to have this personality that you're going through a system to send out through the speakers versus us just like yelling on stage. So how many DJs in general? Because I know a few DJs, but like more like a casual basis, but not like I want to see them do their stuff. And when they finish their set, do they just like shut off? And just leave me alone. I want to be alone for 5-10 minutes. Or do they like, all right, let's continue the party. Let's have a drink, guys.
So I guess there's some that literally go, right, okay, done. I'll hang around for 10, 20 minutes and then we get going. The main reason, the main thing that I've seen change is that a lot less are drinking because they're touring and it just takes too much out of it. So they party, I would say party a lot less and drinking a lot less. It's more like, it's a job. So they go on stage. Even Hong Kong DJs I work with are drinking more like more sparkling water.
There's, I think, in general, though, like in the entertainment, I would say across the board, like as opposed to 20, 30 years ago, there's just a lot more sobriety now.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because like the reason I asked is because till today, especially in Hong Kong, you must have a lot of people who still have that, I wouldn't say misconception, but the image of like, oh, DJs, oh, these guys just, partying all the time, they're not serious. But I mean, someone who's in the craft of performing, you would know there's a lot of effort put into it. Like people take it seriously. The DJ doesn't come down like half awake, like, all right, I'll press 2 buttons and have a good time. How much of that image do you feel has changed with like clubbing and stuff? Like you said, they want to have a job interview. Clubbing is not the best thing.
Yeah.
It still has that very like, negative-ish image. Like no one's going to say, oh, there's a picture of me at a comedy show. Take it off. I can't be seen laughing.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, there still is that kind of, where people look at it as maybe not a good area to
renegade
be
behavior of sorts.
Yeah. But there's a whole side. I mean, I've been involved in this industry. It's always been about the music, and that was my passion. But I do see a shift with the DJs. They want to get fit. They want to go to the gym.
Yeah.
They want to be more healthy and drink less. And just really be good at it, and hopefully have some time to maybe produce music. So there has been that quite a big shift, I would say.
Okay, so now we know it's
less partying and going crazy. Of course, they'll do it once in a while.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe on their day off or something like that. But I do see quite a bit of shift, especially with the internationals. When I started booking international artists in Hong Kong, we would. Go out drinking, and often we'd go down One Chai, go to some of the bars or live band shows and things like that. Until like 6, 7 a.m. And then the next day, I'll be banging on their door. Come on, you got to get up. You got to get your flight. And I've done some tours as well where I've like been banging on the door because we went out too late. But a lot less now. Yeah.
Well, Vivek and I are both also comedy promoters. And when did you start making the shift, or when did you realize that, there is a lot bigger market, like I can start promoting shows?
Well, first of all with the site, and then from that, then people started asking me to market their events. And then a friend of mine said, hey, why don't we set up a business together? Let's do something together, and let's get a proper office and maybe get people. And so he pushed me to actually leave my home, get out of my home, and actually set something up. So I had the site business, but also we did a separate industry doing events.
Yeah.
And then we just started putting together. Started small, and then it just kind of evolved from there. Really, there was more and more opportunity. People saw. I would find doing events is such a great promotional tool than anything else. It obviously promotes the site and as well as promoting who we are. It's a real showcase as well, which a lot of people don't realize. All the little elements that you add to them. And then we got asked to come over to Macau, and we created the Venetian pool parties. Then those stopped, and then we were asked to come over to City of Dreams to do their pool parties. Then in Hong Kong, we were asked to do the W Hotel pool parties. And besides that, we also did a lot of DJ bookings, and we did a couple little small concerts.
Did you get pushed back from like old school Hong Kong when you started promoting your own stuff as just like the new kid on the block?
No.
Like who was promoting show? I don't really know much. Who was promoting like DJs? Like if you're touring, I don't know, Armin van Buuren, is it like Live Nation or is it someone smaller?
Yeah, in those when I was going to visit the parties.
Also, that really shows my age as like the name that I went for is Armin van Buuren because I think that's where Manuel stopped. I think Tiesto, Armin van Buuren, David Guetta, and then that's it.
That's it.
There were a few. There were only about 3 or 4 promoters when I started this, and they've all now stopped. Obviously, it's a long time ago. And then now it's more obviously Live Nation, but there's still not that many people. If you're talking about doing international DJs coming to Hong Kong, I would say there's about 5 to 10 people doing it, or companies or organizations or groups. About 5 to 10, not too many.
Okay, switching gears a little bit. and I'll make a statement that you might disagree with, but I'm just a random citizen, okay? I'm not really involved in the nightlife industry. I believe, as a Hong Kong resident, that Hong Kong night clubbing scene sucks. I really don't like it. Coming from Shanghai and having, traveled around a bit, seen clubbing scenes in other countries. I don't party as much anymore anyway. But in Hong Kong, even before COVID, I'm talking about when I started coming here 2014, 15, when things were quote unquote still like popping and normal. It always sucked for me. Just going to a club was not a good experience. Would you?
No.
I don't expect you to agree.
I wouldn't say it was the best, and that's why I do what I do.
Yeah.
Because I'm always trying to make it better.
But I can't even put my finger on why does it suck in comparison to other scenes.
I like this, man, because it's like going up to comedian. Hey, you suck. Why do I suck? I can't put my finger on
I'm not telling you he sucks. I'm saying the clubbing.
I know, the scene, right?
Yeah. I mean,
the vibe
the live music scene is amazing, for example. But the going to a club, like I can drop names. I don't give a fuck. I'll tell you what venues I don't like and why I don't like them.
Is the venue you particularly don't like, is it still existing?
Yeah, they're all
it
here.
Does?
The big names.
Let's leave it out. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good point. I mean, there is one thing I notice. I don't know if this is the right answer, but there is one thing I notice, especially about concerts. If you go to concerts in Hong Kong, and people are like pretty still straight away. And I remember going to concerts in other countries. Just before COVID, 2019, what I was doing at that time was going around the whole of Asia, going to all these festivals, all these clubs, really getting to explore while my team in Hong Kong was handling everything, which was great. And yeah, I just remember going to one festival during the day. I just arrived. It was about maybe 3-4 p.m. bright, and it was in South Korea. And as soon as we arrived, everyone's just going mental and having a really good time and just loving the music and not caring. And I was like, wow, it's, usually if I arrive at a place like that, a festival at that time, everyone's standing around looking still. So yeah, that goes back to concerts. I notice in Hong Kong, if you go to a concert and the artist comes on, people are kind of still there looking, going, let me just figure this out. Do I like this artist still?
Yeah.
It's like an assessment. And then by the time the artist is finished, everyone's going for it.
Yeah.
But it's too late.
Too late. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's what I notice. And I think, people need time to warm up here at shows. But yeah, Korea, I was like, wow, everyone's going for it. Aren't they going to get a bit tired?
Yeah.
And they just kept on going.
No, I think that's very true, because that's such a typical Hong Kong thing where everybody doesn't want to be the first person to lose their minds. And they're like, yeah, this is great, but I'm not going to be the first one to succumb to that in case it's not that great. And it's just me who thinks it's awesome.
Well, I feel like this could be a diplomatic answer, but it's also it's an answer to a different question. What I asked for specifically was club, like venues, like the venues of clubs here.
Well,
that's what I meant.
Well, the thing that I don't like...
Yes. Maybe you misunderstood what I said, but okay. I meant the venues, the club
specifically
venues.
club venues. Okay, the thing I don't like about the club venues is generally there's not enough space to dance.
Yes.
It's always grand.
Which is obviously a space problem in general in Hong Kong because
the rent is so high that you need to have quite a bit of tables because the tables make the money.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's where you can actually profit and is key on selling the tables. So that's why the dance floor is kind of compromised, I feel.
Yeah.
So the scene sucks because of the tycoons, Mo.
Yeah.
Okay, because they made the rent too high from high land, purchasing and everything. So what I could recommend right now, if anybody, I don't know, you work at Henderson Group, or Sun Hung Kai or whatever,
come on the podcast.
Come on the podcast. Number one,
explain yourself,
and number two, you will have kids and they will need to party. And do you want them to be partying in a small space or in a big space? Have a think.
But then there's another thing is I've found that if you have a big dance floor. Then people look in and go, oh, it's empty, and may not want to go in. So it's also about a lot to do with critical mass. So you've got to get people on the dance floor early if you're going to have a big dance floor to make sure that people actually want to come in and join it.
Yeah.
Besides the tables. So that's quite tough. So venues that are actually quite spacious, I find they have quite a hard time getting the people in when it's generous with the space.
Right.
So
I mean, some of it is also like the choice of music. Like that's kind of a disaster here in a way. Like I'm talking again about the regular weekend nights. Like if I want to party, I have guests coming over or whatever. Like I'm taking them to, I don't want to mention names. I'm taking to a big club on Wyndham Road.
Okay.
I'm like, it's on a weeknight, like Saturday night. They're expecting like but the music is like, it's pretty.
A lot of it's pretty commercial.
Very commercial.
Yeah.
Which is another thing that I find in Hong Kong as.
I mean, that going on to music, that's another thing that I say to a lot of people. I find people, we get a lot of people from all over the world, they come over here. But I find once they're busy doing their job, after relocating and stuff, and I find that there isn't enough channels to educate or even surround yourself about different music and new artists. And so many people I know, I go, what music do you listen to? And they usually say, oh, I listen to this. And it's usually the music they listen to before they move to Hong Kong.
It's stuck to that, right?
Because we don't have much outlets. If you go over to even Singapore, I was listening to the radio, and in the shopping malls you could hear the different radios, and they have all this kind of stuff, which is great. But we just don't have enough outlets of like all different kinds of music, I would say, playing around us. Kind of thing.
I think honestly the biggest issue really is two things. Number one, you're never taught about partying and everything in school properly. Like in local schools, like just the concept is just like, what do you mean partying? You should have no time to party. You should be studying, that kind of thing. And number two, I think it's partly also Cantopop. It's just overtaken the music field of Hong Kong in general. That if it's not a Cantopop song, we've not heard of it. We don't understand this concept of like, what, this just DJ presses a button? I could do that myself. Yeah. There's a lot of, I could do this as well. Why would I go there to see someone do something I could do? It's the same with comedy. You have a lot of people who don't go to comedy shows who are like, what, hear a person talk? I could talk.
Yeah.
Like, I know, but you can't make them laugh. Like, well, it's not that I can't. I choose not to.
Yeah.
No, everybody in Hong Kong thinks they're a DJ because like I have a play button. Yeah. I can press play. I don't need that, So you have that. But I would say you're absolutely right in the lack of exposure, I would say, to the music. It's the same with any sort of performance art in Hong Kong. Whether it's comedy, whether it's music, whether it's like, theater, whatever. And it's always, Hong Kong's entertainment I always find is like, there's an A level and there's like a C level. There's no B in the middle. You either like mirror, completely overtaking stages like crazy, even though you sound terrible. Or you're like basically C, which is like you're actually genuine musicians, but I'll do the lounge over here. Maybe I'll get that one big show over there, but not enough to be like on the newspaper 24/7 kind of a thing. And a lot of people don't realize that in the middle, that's where the good stuff is. You know, not everybody needs to be Michael Jackson to be great, but we're not expecting someone who's just going to sit in a corner and just like, sing the song that their mom said they sound good with. Right? So that really is the issue. And that's something I've always had a problem with in Hong Kong, is that it's so practical here that everybody's like, so why am I listening to the songs? Like, because it sounds good. Like, well, what am I going to get out of it? It's like, well, you're going to enjoy it.
Well, this is, I had one of my team, I was like, he actually said, we were talking about music and about bookings, artists and stuff. And he goes, I don't want to waste my time if it's music I don't like. I said, how are you going to like it? And he goes, well, then I just don't listen to it.
Exactly.
Exactly. Such a practical
and I was like, what? And I was just surprised. And this is another thing is there's quite a few events coming up, and I've been talking to my friends about the lineup, and they go, I don't recognize any of the names on the lineup. And I said, well, that's the whole point. They're up and coming artists, or they'll be big in a few years, or just different stuff. I said, you got to go online, go on YouTube, check all the names, and then make a little list. That's what I do every year for all the different events happening in Hong Kong. And I go, I want to go to that, I want to go that, I want to go that.
Yeah.
And they go, no, it's too much work.
Yeah.
So now I always send my list to them.
So it's curated.
And go, this is what you should see.
Absolutely.
This year and stuff.
This is exactly what I say. Like, you need someone that they kind of think knows what they're doing to create a list, and then they'll trust your list and listen to it. It could have been the exact same list as a lineup that they weren't going to go for.
But they get it from a trusted source, and they feel like they save time as well.
So this is the thing. In Hong Kong, there's such a big sunk cost. like for this 1 hour I spent listening to your music, I could have been in the cinema. I could have been, watching a TV show. I could have been arguing with my wife, whatever I need to do. But the point is, I wasted this hour doing your thing. It better be better than all these other ones. You get my point? And that's honestly, because like that's something I've always had my whole life as well, where I'm like, so like Mo knows I'm not a big like hiking guy, right? Because
I am not.
You're not. Okay, there you go. So yeah, again, this is a born in Hong Kong issue, right? Because like you're thinking, okay, so I'm going to take 1 hour to walk up there. There's a bus. There's a taxi.
Your argument is already ridiculous because that's a very popular activity in Hong Kong. So don't blame Hong Kongers on that.
There are 7.6 million
Your
people in Hong
argument
Kong.
is dumb.
Maybe at best 700,000 walk up that slope.
That's not true. Go to like Dragon's Bag on a weekend.
Yeah.
It's half of Hong Kong is there. Well,
that's
like actual 3 million people are on Dragon's
My
Bag.
girlfriend loves hiking. Every weekend, come
There you
hiking.
go.
I say no every single week.
Yeah.
The same thing. I say no, I'm not going. And just before I came here, where were we?
Yeah.
For
Hiking?
2 hours in a hiking shop and buying hiking stuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Just before I came here. So yeah, I wouldn't mind going hiking,
Right.
but I don't want to see anybody.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my point. I go, can we go somewhere where there's nobody? Because then that would be fine. No. And she sends me some photos. Sometimes it's like a queue.
Yeah.
Like going
I
up an escalator.
I agree. That's ridiculous.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's what I mean. When I see that, I'm just like, what was the point of that? No, but we need to hike this hill. I'm like, why? Yeah. Why are you lining up to go hiking?
Working out?
It's like when I see there's a line outside Chanel, I'm like, what is going on?
Right.
Are you lining up to give them your big amounts of money? They're like, yeah. I was like, how is this okay?
That's silly. Yeah.
Yeah, this is not the point. All right, okay. So I think that honestly, I think that is the issue in Hong Kong that's recurring all the time. Hopefully soon enough we'll break because like we're getting exposure to, let's say, Netflix, the internet, YouTube, and stuff like that. So hopefully more and more people will be exposed to it. However, the problem is that stigma, that idea of clubbing, clubbing, you can't be anybody good from that. That I feel is something that requires outreach, in the sense that requires someone to go into the system / schools or parents associations, whatever, to basically talk to them and show them that, hey, it's not what you think it is. I mean, there are obviously, but then I get invited to schools, right, to give talks and everything. I love doing it because part of me is just like, I want the kids to see, dude, not every doctor is good, okay? There are many bad doctors in the world. So stop thinking that because your doctor...
Not every lawyer is good.
Exactly. Actually, in fact, no lawyers are good.
That is also true.
That's also true, right? So, but I'm saying, like, has there been any organizations or anything reaching out to like HKClubbing, maybe in the clubbing scene in general, saying, hey, you know what, we really want to integrate this into life and show the healthier side of it, since kids are going to party anyway, we want to show them the healthier side,
No.
I mean,
case closed. We're done.
I mean, thinking about it, like, is there a healthy way? Like, healthy way of side of clubbing sounds kind of...
No, it's like going to a concert and enjoying the music.
That's
like,
different.
See, like, why is it okay for people to go to classical music, go sit there, close their eyes, and embrace the music,
right?
Versus the guy who's just like at a party, just going like, I'm in a great time.
Well, there's alcohol.
Yes.
Drugs. But the red wine at the classical concerts and stuff, Yeah.
I mean like drugs, like when you get a headache. You buy it from the pharmacy.
Let's be honest.
You give me a weird face, like I'm saying something illegal. I'm saying clearly drugs. It's a drugstore. It's downstairs.
You have,
there are a lot. There were quite a few of those.
Yeah.
I'm quite fond.
When I go to the club and I get a headache, I go to the store and get drugs.
Exactly.
Cut that
away.
Yeah, clip that. I don't care.
But it's the drink. It's the drinking.
Yeah.
Okay. But then that's the thing. It's like, so because it's the drinking that, people look at the cocktails and everything. Okay. Because I've noticed there's a different trend now. Like when it comes to drinking though, when people see like cocktails, like let's say in a bar, like the what's that thing? The world-class mixologists and stuff,
Yeah.
There's been a rebranding. Mixologists.
Oh, there's a lot of bars and with mixology.
It's so wanky. I'm sorry. Just like, come on. I'm lead mixologist. Like, all right.
I just went to, there's getting awards and
Yeah, I understand the awards.
Quite a lot
but like the crazy titles, like over the top title, like I get that like you're the best at something, that's fine.
Yeah.
But you don't have to be like professor at,
Yeah.
Just be the best at being a bartender.
Yeah, doctorate in tequila, Yeah. So, but what I find though, that seems to work because now people are finding it more respectful because again, it's to the benefit of the alcohol companies. So you see, like, for example, World Class, they'll have their competitions for bartender competitions worldwide. And it's been done in such a nice, elegant way where they're like, oh, drink responsibility. We're telling you how to enjoy it. And it's been curated. The whole brand has been curated. I'm curious, why is this when it comes to clubbing? There's none of this kind of like, let's curate the wordings, let's kind of fix it and put it together where the whole image gets cleaned up. I mean, I would have thought like Lan Kwai Fong, LKF group would have wanted to do something like that, just to clean up the whole image, but none of that.
Well, I mean, bars and restaurants have really been exploring, these mixologists and cocktails. So that has grown quite a lot, actually. And it's got to a point where a lot of people actually now, you'll go to a restaurant and you'll have your dinner there. And then at about 11 p.m., they'll adjust the lighting. There used to be one place that you had to leave at 11 and come back about half an hour later, and they would change the tablecloths. Everything would be transformed.
Sure.
So then some restaurants would then kind of like turn into a club in a way. And yeah, you could still have your cocktails and you could have all your nice drinks and everything, and you had a DJ and stuff. So there is a lot more places that are kind of restaurant/bar/club kind of thing. So that has evolved, but the real like solid nightclubs generally, it takes time to make a cocktail. So a lot of them don't do that.
They don't bother.
They'll do the bottles. They'll do the mixers and the bottles of beer, not even draft, because it's about speed and
True, yeah.
And
Get the drink and get lost, yeah.
A couple of questions to wrap up here. This is an easy one.
Okay.
What is the orgy scene like in Hong Kong?
I have absolutely no idea.
Is it not on the?
Mo, we don't ask personal questions on the show.
This is not personal. This is very professional.
I really have no idea.
I would think
nobody-
nightlife, related.
Nobody's ever in the 25 years. No one's ever mentioned anything about that to me.
No,
Alright.
that's the other website. This is HK.
Which actually is quite
Yeah,
This is
That
HK.
I would imagine, like, obviously, without any specific, I would imagine you would at least have a story, like someone reached out, be like, yo, do you want to promote this? They call it play party or whatever, right?
No, not in Hong Kong. No.
Huh.
Yeah.
All right.
That's a good point.
That's a new website, HKLoving.com. That's a different one.
Well, actually, I did. I don't know if I haven't checked recently, but
Yeah.
I always wanted to get HK Nightlife, but that was always seemed like a
Porny?
a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
Alright.
kind of like escort.
Right.
Yeah,
Oh, so
yeah,
what
yeah.
is it again? Just for just for research purposes.
Well, it was HK Nightlife, but I don't know what it is now. I haven't checked in years, but
Right.
I thought that would be.
Now it's only DB Nightlife.
Yeah. Or just DB. That pretty much covers the whole thing already.
Are you familiar with LKF Meltdown? Do you know what it is?
Isn't the Instagram channel? Yeah,
It's pretty popular.
Yeah.
And I am personally love it. I posted on this show a few times. I have no affiliation with them. I don't know who runs it.
I haven't looked in a while. I've seen it before.
It's
yeah.
but you understand the concept. It's like drunk kids on Lan Kwai Fong throwing
Yeah.
up or fighting with taxi driver.
people
whatever.
sleeping in random places.
I am a big fan of any train wreck that I'm not involved in. But my question, I brought it up to ask you if you think it affects the image that HKClubbing represents. Something like that being popular.
Well, obviously, it affects anyone's perception of nightlife. Obviously, it happens every single week. Every single week. If I'm every time I'm in Lan Kwai Fong very late, there's always someone having a little snooze or being sick somewhere.
Right.
It happens. Yeah.
But why is it
yeah,
like-
I don't. Yeah, of course that doesn't. If you're totally naive.
Yeah.
And you're thinking, oh, maybe I'll go here, and then you go on an account like that, you'll go, wow, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it is a part
It
of
seems to me that it's a bit more prevalent in Lan Kwai Fong or Hong Kong in general, like the clubbing, like people getting sick or getting in fights or whatever, more than a lot of the other Asian cities as well. Like having lived in Shanghai for many years.
I think it's just because like the space is so small. So like where in Shanghai you'd have like this happen over a bigger area.
Probably.
It's all happening on the one slope in Lan Kwai Fong.
I mean, when you go to the clubs in Hong Kong when it's on a busy night, I mean, you have to push through people. When I used to live in England, you could never do that. If you knock someone's shoulder and spill a little drink, then you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But here, people just go, yeah, whatever, because it's busy.
Yeah.
So I find tolerance better than when I was in England.
Right. But you're talking about the crowd tolerance or the alcohol tolerance?
Crowd, right?
Crowd.
Yeah. But the alcohol tolerance was my point. Like,
like people drinking too much.
Yeah. Or like young people in particular, like, throwing up or all of this stuff.
I don't know. We'd have to go and travel around and do some research. But I haven't lived in England, obviously, a long time, so I don't have anything to compare it to.
Right.
I mean, okay, so now I'm just curious. What's the ideal direction or the direction of clubbing in Hong Kong that you can see coming down? And also, is there anything that like HK Clubbing is hoping to kind of innovate or change the scene up? Is there anything in the works like that?
I mean, what I've always tried to do from my, I don't know, hotel or business, I study business as well. It was always trying to put a little bit of structure to the chaos that the industry often has and is perceived. So I'd always try to organize it so that just make it, the whole purpose is just trying to make it better, and obviously people find out about it. So what I do is like I said is get the information, put it out there, but also try to share music associated with the artist, like educate, so people go, hey, so at least someone can find out about it. And we do get this a lot. We get people saying, if you hadn't put this out, then we would have never known about this happening in Hong Kong, which is really great to hear. Not just tourists, but people in Hong Kong as well. So it's just really just making sure that we can reach as many people as we can with the people who really are interested in especially the events or just the music. And that's the main thing. Just more reach. Obviously, throughout the years, I've had to redo the site, so I want to revamp it, make it more modern. People saying it's it's looking a little bit chaotic because sites nowadays, everyone wants it very simple and minimal. But if I did that, then people wouldn't
a lot of the stuff would be hidden. Yeah,
it'd be hidden. So it's that balance which I'm trying to work out right now to redo it. And then just obviously bring over artists that I think people will actually enjoy seeing in Hong Kong and Macau as well, hopefully, even China. And just give people that experience. The great thing about doing all of this over all these years is there's been a lot of people who have met their husbands, wives, just because of the events and what we've done.
That's really cool.
And even my goddaughter is an outcome of the couple met at one of my events.
That's amazing.
Wow, that is crazy.
So that's the nice thing about doing this. It's always about my slogan was always about. My company, Entertaining Asia, was always about bringing people together.
Right.
Obviously, over the last 3 years, that's kind of goes against.
Yeah. I think you might get in trouble with the government that says don't gather.
Yeah. You're bringing people together. Now it's like together we're bringing people.
Hello, Hong Kong.
So now I can publish my slogan back on my site again.
Right.
And go,
Did you actually hide it?
Okay, now we can. No, I didn't. But now, bring and just do more opportunities to bring the people who want that experience and obviously meet other people together. And that's really it.
How do you have anything coming up?
Just lots of planning.
Yeah.
No, nothing concrete yet.
Yeah, but so
I'm just seeing how the market is at the moment and what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, but you're planning to bring international artists.
Yes.
Is like the plan. Since like travel restrictions are
exactly
lifted.
Yeah.
And how do people find you online? Like, just tell us where.
Just go to HKClubbing.com. Yeah.
HKClubbing.com. And the company itself?
Entertaining Asia.
Is that a separate website?
Yes. EntertainingAsia.com.
And what is the difference?
Well, Entertaining Asia, what we do is obviously we run HKClubbing.com, but also what we do is we book artists, we do our own events, we provide entertainment for different restaurants, bars, clubs, hotels, and also do marketing. So for other event organizers, which is no conflict at all, we'll work with them doing their marketing or even ticketing or just really using what experience we've got to get the message out and reach the people that they want to reach.
Very cool, Nick. Thank you so much for coming on, man.
Thank you for inviting me.
We appreciate your time. Check out HK Clubbing.
And Entertaining Asia.
And Entertaining Asia.
Just remember, it's the present tense ones, not the entertained Asia.